Hi guys, this is Sai Kumar Kortiwada. In this video, we will learn how to integrate our Razorpay in our Angular 16. And what are the things we will cover is how to create a Razorpay test account and how to use Razorpay API in Angular, configurations for Razorpay, and also how to get a test key from Razorpay account, how to check success and the failure callbacks of Razorpay, and how to create a Razorpay button with all these integrations, and how to check the transactions in the Razorpay dashboard. So that's what we learn in our Angular Razorpay integration. So let me quickly jump into the VS Code. So what I'll do is I'll create one button first. So let me create one button called as button as pay amount. This is my button, and let me create one click event. Click, and I want to go with a pay now, and this method will initiate our Razorpay and will get all the Razorpay details over there in a pop-up format. So now let me create this, and this has to open. But to open that, we need some set of Razorpay integrations. So for that sake, to use the library of our Razorpay, what I'll do is I'll use a CDN. So let me go into index.html, and I have copied that CDN and let me paste here. So this is a CDN link which is used for Razorpay. Now we can use this and we can integrate our Razorpay. To integrate that Razorpay, so let me go here and create one variable as a normal var variable, and this declaring of variable will give us all the Razorpay details. So let me go with Razorpay and semicolon. So let me use any for this. Now save this. Whenever the user clicks on this, we have to open the Razorpay. But before opening, we need to know what are the set of options we have in our Razorpay. So let me go with the options where, or I can use something like const options is equal to, or just you can use something like Razorpay options. I can use this options, and this options contains some set of values for us. So here one of the property is description, and we can describe whatever we want. For example, I will go with sample Razorpay demo, and let me create something like an one more property like currency. So you can use a currency property which is having INR or any three-letter word which will be used for our currency, and then we can use an amount property which will be always a cents. We can consider a 30,000 which will give us 300. So that is about your amount property, and we can use something called as a name, and we can pass the name, like let me consider like Sai, and then these are some set of properties, and we'll be having something called as key. So let me use the key, and we'll discuss about the key bit later. And also we have something called as prefills, which is an object. Inside this prefill you can give a name like Sai Kumar, and also you can give an email which is like sai@gmail.com. If you want to get this from the form filling of a customer, then you can get from there, and you will have something called as phone. You can pass something 98989898, and I think it is 10, and this is about prefills. And we have something called as theme, and this theme is an object, so where you can pass the color, whatever the color you want you can pass it. For now I'll pass something like RBG color like hash, and we can get some set of colors. So for now I'm using a color called as blue, and then I'll be using something like other properties. Properties are something related to the modal. I copied that properties and pasting over here. So these are the properties which are given by modal, and there is something called as image as well. We'll talk about the image also a bit later. So let me use image as empty. So these are the Razorpay options, and also there is something called as a callback functions. Const success callback, which is an arrow function, and this function will receive all the details for that. So let me use console.log of some data we'll be getting over the success callback. That is nothing but a payment ID which is of any, and I can print this payment ID over here. Let me copy this and paste it, and we are seeing some problem with this properties. So here it should be something like this. Yeah. So we can use something like failure callback, and now I can get some error of any, and then I can show that error as well, console.log of error. So E. So these are my two callbacks. One is success callback and the failure callback. And now I want to call that Razorpay. Razorpay dot, there is something called as open method, and this open method will receive options, and also it will receive success callback, comma, failure callback. And these options are something like Razorpay options. Copy this and paste it here. And let me make this as prefill. It's not prefills, it is prefill. So we are done with the options and the callback functions. Now we need two things. One is image and one is key. So let me get some image URL. I have that image URL already handy. So just let me paste over here and save this. Now this is the image URL which I have a dummy image, and now we need to get the key. Where we will be getting the key? The key will be getting from your Razorpay dashboard. Whenever you go to the dashboard of sign in, you can sign in with the Google account, whatever you want, or you can enter a phone number and then you can enter the OTP and you can sign up. So once you sign up, you will be getting a dashboard. Already I have signed up and I have a dashboard over here. This is my dashboard which I have logged in. Now this dashboard contains some set of details which are like payments and everything. I have used some set of payments before whenever I'm doing a trial and error over here. So that's why you are seeing this value like 300 amount. Now what we'll do is we have to get the value for us. So for that sake, I can get a key for our test Razorpay account. So you can see you are in the test mode. And let me go here. Here you can see business website details and API keys. Let me click on API keys. If you click on this, you will be getting an API key ID. You can regenerate it. For now I'm using this, and later on I'll just regenerate it. So let me copy this and go into our code, and here I'll just paste this key. Save this. Now we have configured our key, and whenever I click this button, it has to open a modal with all these features. And whenever I click on some details and when I click on success, then you have to call this payment ID and the failure case. So that's simple. Just we have created a key and we have updated in our configuration, and this Razorpay will be getting from our script file of that checkout which we already configured in our index.html. So that's how we have configured, and let's test it out. So now we don't need this. Let me close this and just copy this URL. I'll use both of them on the same browser here. So you can see this, just I'll zoom it. Now what I'll do is let me inspect whether we are getting any errors or something like that. So let me go to the console. We didn't have any errors. Let me click on pay amount. So you are seeing Razorpay is not defined. Let's check why it's happening. So when I go to the app.component.ts, I have created my Razorpay options and I have created my Razorpay. So here this Razorpay should be exactly whatever we got it from our script. So it is Razorpay. So something like this, I can just use this Razorpay, and now we have here also the spelling mistake. This is not a big deal because it's up to us whatever the description we want. We have given the proper key, and let me copy this image and I'll just show you this image. Go here and paste it. This is the image which you are seeing. That image should be shown on our Razorpay, and this is something like Razorpay. So let me fix it spelling as Razorpay, right? So Razorpay, and it is also something like Razorpay. Save this. Now whenever I click on the pay now, this has to open. Let me go here and just go to the Angular code and click on pay amount. Now you are able to see one big pop-up which is having all the details. If you see, this image is equivalent to the image which we are seeing over here. That is given in your image property. Whatever we are showing on the image property, we are getting over here. And if you want to change this orange color, we can change it by using our value over here. Let me copy this and go here and hit. You are getting some set of colors. I can just change the colors to blue. So let me go here and let me get this blue color. go here and paste this. So now we will be getting a blue color over here. Click on this. Now all the theme has been changed into blue color, and you are able to see this card and everything. Let me zoom out so that you will be seeing all the code. Yeah, this is what we are seeing, and here we have 300. 300 is something like the total amount whatever we are paying over here. So that amount is coming from here. Instead of 30,000, I'll give 50,000. So let me save this and go here, launch this, and then you will be seeing 500. So your amount is total amount is 500. Here you can pay with your UPI, net banking, wallet, pay later. You can use anything. And if you are giving a UPI, you need to give a valid UPI. If the UPI is valid, you will be getting the details and you will be seeing in your mobile phone. You can try it out whenever you are trying in the local system. Now I'll go with card, and you can see here it has pre-filled some set of data, Sai Kumar, the holder name. So how we are getting this? That is getting from this name. Whatever I gave the pre-fill, that value you are getting over here. And let me go back and we'll see some more values. If you go into the net banking, you can see all the set of bankings, and let me go back, click on UPI, you will be getting the UPI, and whenever you want to enter the UPI, you can enter the UPI. Let me go to the card back and let me enter some details, 150015, some random number, and I'll be going with some set of months and 2025 expiry, and I'll go with 123, just a random CVV because it is just a test mode. You can see this test mode banner. Let me click on pay now. Here it is showing some, please enter a valid number. So let's enter 053 and try it out. We didn't got. So if you are not able to find the test card numbers, let me go into our the Razorpay test card details and go to the test cards, and you can see all the test cards over here. So just go down here, you can see MasterCard and Visa card. Let me copy this Visa card and just go into the Razorpay and give the valid number, and you can enter whatever the CVV and the expiry. Let me click on this. Now you can see it is asking whether to save the card details or not. I don't want to save the card details, so pay without saving card. Now it went to other page and it is asking for the OTP. Let me enter some random value over here, 1234, and hit submit. So payment successful, and you came back. So if you see here, payment is successful and you got a ID over here, that is a payment ID. Let me know, and if you go into your Razorpay dashboard and just reload this, we have used our new transaction, that is 500 rupees. So let me go back to the transactions and just see this. I have a new transaction over here and you are getting 500 with sai@gmail.com. Where that sai@gmail, this is the sai@gmail we have, and whatever the phone number we have entered, it is tracked over here 1000, that is 1000 transaction. So let me go here and clean this up. Let me click on this and now clean this up. Let me go to the card and let me enter some random card number. So I'll go with this is an international payment, it's an Indian payment, and also you have many test cards over here. Let me go with MasterCard now. Where is the MasterCard? Here is a MasterCard. Let me go here and enter the MasterCard details. I'll just go with 09 and 80 or 28, and then I'll go with the CVV, random CVV 89 and 76. If you want to edit the card holder name, you can edit here also, pay now and pay without saving. So now what I'll do is I'll go with a failure case. I'm just intentionally making it failure. When I click on this failure, so it will be saying that payment failed. And if you go into your dashboard and just go into your transactions, we are in the transaction. Let me go to the next tab and come back. Now you can see this is 1000 rupees and it is in the failed status. So whenever there is a problem in our transaction, then it will be in the failed state. So we can see all these payment details over here, and when you click this, you can get all the details in clear with our Razorpay. So we have integrated our Razorpay. Even Razorpay is providing us an extra feature, not to configure anything, just you can go to the payment button and we can configure our payment button. This one I did an experiment, but in front of you I'll just try to create some payment. Okay, you can give any of this quick template. So for now I'll go with a buy now, or custom button you want, you can go with custom button as well. So let me go with the custom button. Just create a title over here. So the title is buy demo, and let me go with the custom button. I want to go with the custom button itself, and instead of button label I'll just go with the button label as buy demo. And this is dark theme, light theme, whatever the theme you want, you can check it out. And if you want to give a brand color also, you can give like this, and you can see the preview over here. Let me go with light and outline. So this is better, so I'll go with the outline and just click on the next. You can enter the add amount field. Let me go with the customer decided amount. So I want to give a label over here, amount, and hit save. Now you have added a field here, and just go to the next, and it will be asking you for phone number and email. Next. Now we are done with this review and create button. So now I have created our button, and this is giving some sort of HTML content. You can paste this HTML content in your script wherever you want. Let me copy this. For now I'll test this in our index.html. Let me go to the index.html and paste over here. So this is my button. Let me format this and save this. Now it is giving one more scripted tag which is having a payment button.js, and you are using data payment button ID, and this ID you use it with the ID of the particular button. If you see that button, let me go back and see that button, you will be having some ID over this button. So let me go here, and this is something like an ID is present over here. The same ID you can see over here. If you change this ID to the any of the existing ID, then you can see that particular button over your HTML content. Let me go here, and I have pasted this. Let me go to Angular, and now let me reload this. You can see there is something called as buy demo. Whenever you click on buy demo, so we didn't configure anything. We have configured everything in our payment button itself. This is my email, and that is a temporary email which I created, and let me enter the custom amount. We have selected the custom amount, so that's why it is asking you the amount. So let me give only like 900, and just go with the next and give the email whatever you want. I'll go with sai@gmail.com sample and put it over here, sai sample@gmail, and let me give some random number 89 89 89 89 89 and proceed to pay. So again it will go to the same structure you can see here, and now I want to go with the third step where the payment is to be done. So let me click on this, and you can see the card number. So let me get the test card. So already we have some set of card numbers over here. So let me go into the same MasterCard and just do some payment like 9 and 27. Let me go with the holder name. I'll go with Sai Kumar and CVV 890, and just click on this, and you will be going to the failures or success. Let me click on success. So 900 rupees is successfully done, and you got an ID over here. If you see this ID, the same ID you will be having in our dashboard. So this is done with the payment, and you got the payment ID. Let me copy this and click this. So now let me go into Razorpay and just refresh this. So how can I go to the transactions? Just click on this. You will be going to the transaction, and you can see payment ID, and now you got Razorpay ID as well. That means you are clicking on a button, and that is captured over here. The status is captured, and it is successfully completed. So you are able to see that 900 with this new button which we have created by using Razorpay utility, that is nothing but the payments button. So that's how you can create your own payment button, and you can integrate in your Angular application. So this is how we have configured our Razorpay, and this is how we can use our Razorpay details. So whatever the successful payment IDs you will be getting here, and whenever it is failed it will be here. So that's how you can use your Razorpay in your Angular 16 application. Hope you like my explanation. If you like my video, like, share, subscribe to my channel for more updates. Signing off. Thank you.